Joey Myers here. We're going to be going over the foam roll protocol. So this is an older version of a foam roll. This is the white foot-long one. I think it's up 6 inches in diameter. They sell the ones now. This is a softer roll. They sell ones that are black, that are 3-footers. So I recommend more of the 3-footer because you can do more with it. Think of the foam roll as the poor person's massage. What it's going to do is it's going to help to loosen up the muscle. Generally speaking, we do each movement, we'll show you, for 30 seconds. You can do it for 30 to 60 seconds, but most of the time we do 30, and then we switch sides. But we do it at the beginning of our workout. So we foam roll, then we do our correctives, and then we do our dynamic warm-up, and then the core and the rest of the workout. So first one we're going to do is our calves. So the calves, what we want to do is we're going to get down into a seated position. Now, if we have a hard time with shoulders or anything like that, we can back up against a couch or a wall or something like that to kind of help brace us. But otherwise, we're going to roll the foam all the way from the heel to the back of the knee. Okay? So we're looking for the most tender area or not in the muscle. If we don't find anything lengthwise from the heel to the back of the knee, what we can try doing is turning the toe out. So we get the outside of the calf. Sometimes knots can be on the inside. So we just roll up and back until we find it. Once we find a knot, what we're going to do is cross the leg over, and then we're going to take the bottom of the ankle that we're working, and we're going to do what we call flossing. We're just going to do some circles. We're going to do some circles clockwise and counterclockwise. So when you're done 30 seconds or so with that, then you're going to switch and do the other side. Now, if you had a full 3-footer, then, obviously, some of these moves you can just do on both legs on the roll. So the next one, this is probably the most painful. This is the IT band. So this band is a pinstripe that goes from the knee to the hip and goes right up just like that. So what you're going to do here is we're going to go sideways like we're in a back, like we're in a side plank position. And what we're doing is put the roll right in the middle. Okay, we can roll it from the knee, not on the side of the knee, but just above it, all the way up into the hip. Okay, so we're going to roll up and back. We can take the top leg, place it over the side here, and then this arm, we want to make sure the elbow's under the shoulder, and we want to make sure we're stacking joints. So we're going to roll up and down until we find the most tender area. Most likely it's going to be anywhere along this line. Most people, this is very painful. It'll take about 2 to 3 weeks, and the pain will start to numb a little bit, won't be as bad. And then you can start to, when you get the one area, you can start to work up or down as you get a little better with this. So we're going to do both sides, 30 seconds. Then we're going to turn it over and go on the thigh or the quad. So with a 3-footer, you're going to be able to do both at the same time. But since I got the 1-footer, I'm going to do one. So you're just going to lay on it this way, and you're just going to roll from just above the knee, so right here, all the way up to the top of the thigh, or the groin area, up to the groin. So we're just going to roll, try and find that tender area again, and you're just going to sit on that area for about 30 seconds until you feel maybe some numbing or not as much pain. Okay, the other one we're going to do is we're going to get into and sit on the roll. We're going to work these called a piriformis. It's a little piece of tendon that attaches to on the back of the pelvis. It's in the butt area. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cross the leg over that we're going to work, the side we're going to work. So I'm going to cross this leg over. If we have a hard time getting up there, we can extend this other leg out to give us a little bit more range. So we're going to cross, and then we're going to lean on this side. So it helps to pull this knee into the chest. That'll help to expose that piriformis. And we're going to roll, it's a small roll, up and back. Okay, the IT band and the piriformis are major instigators of lower back pain. So it can actually help relieve that lower back pain. With the IT band, it can help relieve knee pain. Okay, so that's the glutes. You can go both sides. The piriformis. The next one, definitely easier with the longer roll. But we're going to take the roll, called this meat tenderizer, and you're going to place it right under your belly button. We're going to roll it from the belly button to the mid-sternum or the shoulder blade area. So you're going to cross your arms across your chest, tuck your chin, and we're just going to roll up and back. And we can feel maybe a pop or two, but make sure we're not doing this with the neck. Keeping the chin tucked, arms crossed, and if we find a spot, a tender area, so if we find one right here, then we can drop the hips and just kind of sit there. If we want to venture into extending over the spine, we can extend the arms and just let that spine extend, okay? Otherwise, that's the meat tenderizer. One more is the lat. So the big muscle right underneath the armpit attaches down. It's a big muscle, inserts in the upper neck, comes down, drapes under the armpit, and attaches into the lower back, so it can cause neck and lower back pain. So we want to roll this one out by just kind of, it's almost like the same position as the IT band with our body. We're going to fit the roll right under the armpit, and we're going to just roll it down from here to the armpit. We can also lean back a little bit onto the rotator cuff of the shoulder blade. Okay, so once we find a spot, a tender area, then what we can do with this hand is, as it's outstretched, we can open and close and rotate it. If we have some shoulder issues, you feel some pinching in the shoulder, then keep the palm down, don't rotate. So if there's any pain with this, with movement, then just stop the movement. So, just to recap, this is the foam roll protocol. So we went over the calf, the IT band, the quad. We did the piriformis on the back side where we were sitting on top of it. We did the meat tenderizer on the back, and we did the lat. So this is really good for increasing a little bit range of motion, getting your muscles loosened up for the workout to come. And this is Joey Meyer signing off.